You're reading more, you're working out, you're setting goals, you're doing everything right. But deep down, you still feel empty, lost, disconnected. And you can't help but think, if I'm actually improving, why don't I feel better? Today, we are going to talk about something people rarely discuss, the emotional disconnection that often comes with growth. Because becoming a better version of yourself doesn't always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like losing yourself. When you start changing your habits, you think you'll instantly feel confident and fulfilled. But here's the truth. Backed by psychology, your emotions take longer to catch up than your actions. Your brain is wired for familiarity. It finds comfort in what it already knows, even if those patterns were unhealthy. So when you start improving, whether that's leaving toxic people, changing careers, or setting boundaries, your mind goes through withdrawal. Dr. Joe Dispenza calls this the emotional addiction to the past self. You're breaking emotional habits you didn't even realize you had, and your brain is fighting back saying, this isn't who we are. This feels wrong. But it's not wrong. It's just new. And new feels uncomfortable, even when it's right. Think of it like this. When you grow, you're not just changing what you do, you're changing how you relate to the world. Psychologists call this identity dissonance. It's that awkward stage where you're no longer who you used to be, but you're not yet comfortable being who you're becoming. Your brain is literally rewiring old neural pathways, breaking down emotional connections to habits, people, and environments that no longer fit. That's why you might feel numb or detached. You're emotionally in between versions of yourself. You're improving, but your emotional world hasn't fully aligned with your new reality. That gap between growth and emotional integration is what makes you feel lost. But here's the paradox. Feeling lost doesn't mean you're going backward. It often means you're in the process of transformation. When you start healing, you stop getting the emotional highs from chaos and the comfort from old patterns. That void you feel, it's space being cleared for something new. In psychological terms, this is called liminality, the in-between phase of personal change. You're standing between your old self and your future self. And in that space, your emotions are recalibrating. Your body is learning safety without chaos. Your mind is learning peace without drama. That feels confusing because, for the first time, peace might feel boring, and stillness might feel lonely. But that's growth. That's healing in disguise. So what can you do when growth feels emotionally disconnected? First, validate the emptiness. Don't try to fill it immediately. Just acknowledge it. That emotional gap means you're releasing old attachments. Let that process unfold. Second, practice emotional grounding. Reconnect to your body. Journaling, walking, or meditation can help remind your brain that the new you is safe. Third, relearn joy slowly. Find small, real moments that bring contentment, not just excitement. You're teaching your nervous system that peace can feel good too. And finally, be patient with the lag. It takes time for your emotional self to sync with your improved habits. Give your heart time to catch up to your progress. So if you feel lost even as you're improving, remember this. You're not broken, you're evolving. You are in the middle of shedding the version of yourself that only knew how to survive and learning to become the one who knows how to live. Feeling lost isn't failure. It's the emotional proof that you're changing. Keep going. Your feelings will catch up with your growth. They always do. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content like this. See you in the next one.